Zelensky has pledged major reforms after Chief Staff Chief of Staff's resignation. Ukrainian President, dictator Volodymyr Zelensky's top aide, Andriy Yermak, stepped down amid the anti-corruption probe, shaking the government. Zelensky vowed wholesale changes as Russia-Ukraine peace talks loom, with Trump envoys reportedly heading to Moscow. Major reform. This is like Saddam Hussein being like, I've kicked out the general chief of staff of my reform party. Now there's no more corruption. I'm gonna light a cigar at the end of the room, and actually, we're gonna do something. You're gonna see Zelensky. He's gonna light up a cigar, and then he's gonna go, if I read your name, stand up and leave the room. And then it's going to be that scene. That's going to be the old recreated scene when Saddam Hussein sent them all out to get shot, hung, and dead. And then Zelensky, he's like, we're going to do this because you fuckers are giving away the secret. You're giving away the game. I have all these Westerners preaching that we're beacons of democracy, and you're out here getting scandals that they can actually trace. I'm out there making soldiers out of people who've disappeared on the streets of Kyiv, but you guys are giving away the game. And then he's going to go up and light a cigarette, and he's going to go, if you hear your name, go out in the hallway. And then it's just going to be a guy with like an axe. And then the moment they step out of the doorway, they're just going to get an axe to the neck, and then their heads are going to roll. And then they're not going to wait for the door to close. They're going to let everybody inside see it. They're going to see the person walk out the door, and then literally a microsecond later, and then their head flies off. And then Zelensky's going to go next. And then Rybik Libryoski, stand up and leave. And then that guy's going to go out, and he's going to be like, no, I served you well, sir. I did my best. And then that guy, they're not going to wait for him. The axe guy is just going to come inside, and then he's going to lob his head off. And then Zelensky is going to actually, in the moment, the media is going to come in that room, and they're going to go, sir, you have a press briefing in a moment. And then they're like, right now we have to do this interview with CNN. And then he's like, okay, wait a minute. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. And then he calls in like 60 gunmen, and then they like all point AR-15s, and then he's like, if anyone makes a sound, kill the whole room. Kill the whole room. Anyone. If anyone says anything, kill the whole room. And then camera crews come in, and then like 5 seconds later, and then they're like, sir, your suit, and then he's like, just change the jacket. I don't give a shit. They give him like this tan jacket, and then because the last one had blood on it, because like they killed a guy right next to him. And then he looks in the camera, and then like Don Lemon or whatever is doing a podcast with him about how it's like, yes, we appreciate all of the moms in Duluth supporting us. We're appreciating all of the support from Des Moines, Iowa. We're appreciating all of the high schoolers with our flags, the Ukrainian flag on their backpacks. We appreciate every ounce of support coming from the West. And then after the cameras are turned off, immediately they're like, all right, good job, everybody. Everybody was able to keep quiet, and then he's going to finish the list, and then everybody's going to be dead. So I just painted you a beautiful picture of exactly what's going down in Ukraine. I'm sorry to say it for everybody that didn't want to hear it.